since my arrival here in UK and in Ireland is always like very sunny. Otherwise, it's cool in the mornings, but we're able to manage. Okay, so just chant a little bit, and then we will start, and we'll see many more devotees are coming for the program. I hope those devotees who came to India already recuperated from the heavy schedule, um, from Vrindavan to Kurukshetra, and some also stayed back a little bit. I think most of you already been back. Right, Advaita Acharya Prabhu, when did you come back? Oh, you're muted. You're muted.
Yes, Maharaj, we are happy in Vrindavan and here both now.
Yeah.
Recovered completely.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. For me, I'm just starting.
You following
Because
Guru Maharaj's
I'm
footsteps.
still traveling. I don't know if we can able to do that, but we'll try because the trip is a little it's hectic actually. More hectic than last year. Short time, but the places that I'm able to cover, hopefully still to cover. Um, it's almost one day every city or every city per day, especially uh, right now. And when I go to Canada, and then again in Germany, and then come back to US again. So I guess we'll talk more about that. What is the latest regarding the program which we are planning to have on the July 4th weekend?
Yes.
Yes. So I'm just gonna chant a little bit. After this, then I'm going to one Hindu temple here, one of our devotees doing a Bhagavad Gita, and then going back to London. Then I'll be there for another couple of days or so. Tomorrow we'll be giving class in at the Bhaktivedanta Manor for Nishinga Chaturdasi. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Gopala Krishna Goswami Iti Namine Prabhupadasya Sahityam Ya Prakasha Vitirya Cha Pracharankita Bhan Sadhu Bhagavat Padaite Namaha Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadha Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadha Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Shri Radhe. Jaya Radha Madana Mohan Radha Madana Mohan Shri Radhe. Jaya Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Shri Radhe. Jaya Radha Gopinata Radha Gopinata Shri Radhe. Jai Radha Shama Sundar Radha Shama Sundar Shri Radhe. Jaya Lalita Visaka Lalita Visaka Lalita Visaka Jaya Lalita Visaka. Jaya Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram. Jai Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Panchatattva, 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 Jaya Panchatattva. Jaya Guru Maharaj, Guru Maharaj, Guru Maharaj, Jaya Guru Maharaj. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Shitanath Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Om Jnana Timirandasya Gyanan Gyana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Jata Padakamalang Shri Gurung Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatan Sahagana Raghunatan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sadvadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakan Vitam Shah He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabando Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate तप्त कंचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विश्वभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जय गुरु महाराज की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। हृदय घोषितनाथ प्रेमानंदी हरि हरि बोल। So I'd like to welcome all the devotees present in this meeting, and also to those who are not present. Hopefully they'll be able to connect later on with the recordings of this. Is this being recorded, Prabhu?
Yes, it's always on YouTube channel. Yep.
Okay. So
Anyone can.
they just have to know the link.
Yep. I'll post it. The same link every time. I'll post it again. No worries. Thank you so much.
Yes. So just to keep you an update, I believe Chaitanya Hari Prabhu, he sent message today regarding for the disciples of Guru Maharaj to have this July 4th weekend to be reserved. Let me read that one, see if I can find it immediately. Hare Krishna. Just give me a second. Take some time. Okay, let me read that one so that it is clear. Dear devotees, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj. Exciting news for the July 4th to 6th program at ISKCON Baltimore. We're blessed to have the association of His Holiness Bhakti Asrai Vaishnav Swami. Krishna willing, I'll be there also. His Grace Das Avatar Prabhu and others who will be present during this program will post updates as more special guests are confirmed. What to expect from a July 4th Harinam in the capital to a special Guru Puja program at Guru Maharaj's Pushpa Samadhi on 5th of July. Each day will have wonderful prasadam, sangha, and events to participate in. We encourage devotees to book their accommodation and flights accordingly. More information on all 3 days events will be shared in the coming days. If you have not already done so and are planning on attending the program, please fill out the below form to help us plan accordingly. Let me see that plan. Okay, your email indicating also whether you'll be able to attend, your contact number, how many are traveling approximately, including all the family members who may attend, enter your home city, temple, where you're coming from, and any more queries or questions that you may have. So it is very important This is an opportunity to have Sangha of all the God's siblings, but more is that we'll be there to hear the glories and memories of our Guru Maharaj. We should continue this like every year. Why not? So would like to encourage you to please come, and instead of going different places during those 3 days, 4th, 5th, and 6th, you can dedicate that as part of your yearly, let's say, program. Especially this year, even though we inaugurated already, it was a soft inauguration of Guru Maharaj's Pushpa Samadhi. And the GBC, local GBC, has agreed that we can do it. However, we still have to do a little bit of not so, you may say, not advertise it all over the world, everywhere. Because according to the GBC resolution, there's no Pushpa Samadhi allowed after the departure of Vaishnava or the spiritual master. But since we went ahead of time to do it, and therefore it's good that they cannot say anything. They'll not be able to stop us. It doesn't matter what others will be doing, like other spiritual masters or the disciples of other gurus, their plan after the departure of their spiritual master. At least this one is already secured. Is Nila Madhab there? No? Okay. But we've seen some photos of this very wonderful samadhi structure of Guru Maharaj. And hopefully that many of you will be able to come and fill us up. Is there any other, Jagannath Priya Prabhu, was there any other relevant that you may be able to share with our God siblings based from the last meeting that you had?
So we have over 110, maybe about 120 devotees outside of Washington, Baltimore. So a lot of devotees are excited. They are, coming to Baltimore. So we hopefully can inspire each other and can have large gathering like last time Guru Maharaj was here in 2023. I'm sure it will please Guru Maharaj. And we are still planning. So each day we will have more detailed itinerary. But the biggest reason or we're getting together is just get each other's association. And of course, Janardhan Maharaj will be there. And Vaishnav Maharaj is also planning to come. So Krishna willing, devotees from India, Dashavatar Prabhu and others, will all come and we can inspire each other. We'll share more information within next week or two. But please book your flights and hotels. Sham Pandey Prabhu, he posted just a message 10 minutes ago or half hour ago, one of the hotels, and then that hotel is okay, not so good. But if devotees are on tighter budget, they can book that hotel. And he's also trying to get Holiday Inn, which is also near the temple. Like last year, a lot of us, or 2 years ago, a lot of us stayed there. So we'll be providing a link for that hotel to get some discount. But again, we're encouraging everyone to come. That way we all can get your association. Thank you.
Very good. Yeah, so I also posted my itinerary. so far this is the latest one. So yes, um, not many cities this time because I'm going to LA to see some of our God brothers there. I haven't seen them for years. We used to go there. Guru Maharaj and I used to go there regularly, but since uh, after so many years, not able to go. So we'll be there.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandat Pranam.
We will.
For some reason, Maharaj, on my Zoom, the raising hand is not working, so I apologize.
No problem.
But Maharaj, nice to see you.
We will.
On behalf of our new Goloka, well, like the Hillsborough and North Carolina, like this Raleigh Durham area devotees, we would like to actually go to Atlanta and see you, because on that long weekend we have a big program here that we have to I guess we have to serve and participate in. Unfortunately, so that would not be very nice for us, all of us, to just leave. So we were thinking all of us will go on the 29th to Atlanta and see you there.
Sure.
That's Mahatma Prabhu, Madha Prabhu and Parikshit Prabhu and us, and maybe even Vishnu Kripa and Radha Shakti. So there'll be like all of us from here. We would like to go to Atlanta and see you.
Definitely. You coordinate with Geeta Mataji?
We will. I just wanted to talk to you and get your permission, and then we'll plan accordingly. Sorry about not being able to make it to Baltimore. We would have loved to do that, but we have a big seminar, 4-day seminar program. So
who's doing it?
It's Amrendra and the devotee who wrote the Sandarbhas,
Gauradarshan Prabhu.
Gaurdarshan Prabhu.
Gauranga Darshan.
Gauranga Darshan Prabhu and Amrendra Prabhu.
Good. Sure.
So we have to be here. We feel like we need to be here.
Sure.
You should be here too.
Yes, you should be here too. I mean, we've been asking you to come.
You are going to miss a lot.
We're going to miss a lot.
Yes.
I know.
If you can be excused, then I think it is best if you can come be with the God siblings, because all year long you're there already anyway.
Yeah.
There's no excuse on that one. But if you think that someone can cover your service there, whatever that may be, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of volunteers there, because again, it's once in a year also opportunity to be with our God siblings, and we will feel more the presence of Guru Maharaj in the association of our God siblings. It's a big impact. You also were not able to, I'm just telling you, not able to come
I know.
India,
to
India, but at least it's so close. Baltimore, Washington, nearby. See if you can do it.
Travel is not a problem, Maharaj. It's mostly this program. Okay, well we'll talk it over. Yeah.
You try, because there's no harm. I don't think it'll be not so difficult. Yeah. We're gonna miss you, because you're one of the senior most disciples of Guru Maharaj also in North America. So it helps others to be encouraged and inspired as well. Okay.
Yeah, we were like, all of us, if all of us disappear, we were like
not all of you will disappear.
Not all of us leave.
Many of you will be there.
Okay.
Not all of you will disappear, and they can understand that also.
Okay.
I'm sure they'll respect your decision if you have decided to come. Okay,
Okay. Thank you, Maharaj.
sure. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, anything else, Jagannath Prabhu? Before we start, I'm just going to um, talk about Lord Nisinghadev. Jai Nisingha.
Well,
Because, yeah, tomorrow here in UK, we'll be observing Lord Nisinghdev's appearance day. Nisingha Chaturdasi. Is it the same your place in
yes,
North America?
yes. Most cities is tomorrow. Almost all cities in North America is tomorrow.
Yeah. Um, Lord Nisinghadev is the God of love. Is the because of his love towards his devotee Prahlad Maharaj, and to fulfill the words of his devotees, he appeared. Mm. Even though, as you may say, he's like we're gonna use the word hybrid incarnation, half man, half lion incarnation of the Supreme Lord. Yeah, it says in the Sastras that the Supreme Lord appears in as many species of life there are. There are 8,400,000 species of life, and the Lord also appears in that way as many species of life. Now he has a snake incarnation, fish incarnation, tortoise incarnation, horse incarnation, swan incarnation, human form like incarnation. Unlimitedly, it says as there are as many waves in the ocean, also the incarnations of the Lord is unlimited. Hmm. He comes, we've heard also from Bhagavad Gita, paritranaya sadhunam binasya saduskritam dharma samstapanartaya sambhabami yuge yuge. He comes from time to time to protect his devotees, to annihilate the demons, and also dharma, some, to establish the principles of dharma, because sometimes there is an imbalance or there is some coverings. The dharma has been like that, not be able to um, spread or not be able to reveal. It's been covered up. There is an imbalance. That's the right word, imbalance. So to correct that imbalance, then the Supreme Lord will come. But we've heard that there is no difference also between Lord Chaitanya, Lord Krishna, Lord Ramachandra, and Lord Nisinghadev. Out of those four manifestations of the Supreme Lord, only Lord Nisinghadev doesn't have a father or mother. Lord Krishna, Mother Yasoda, Nanda Maharaj, or Mother Devaki, Vasudev, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Jagannath Mishra, or Mother Sachi, Sutta, or Lord Ramachandra also. He has a father and mother. But Lord Nisinghadev, no. He's Aja. He's like unborn, or yes, he is unborn, but the Lord has to manifest or seemingly taking birth, that he has an origin for pastime's sake, and also to reveal himself in a natural way. So Lord Nisinghadev is very special because his appearance is only to protect his devotees and to show his love towards his devotees. There's so many ways how we can see this manifestation of the Supreme Lord. It's so special that the seventh canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam up to 10th chapter, the story of Lord Nrsingadev and Prahlad Maharaj is mentioned. Yes. And just why, like, Srimad Bhagavatam explains about the history of the ancient world, but not in chronological order. But somehow the stories goes back even way back, even almost in the beginning of creation, where the Charkumaras they wish to enter the Vaikuntha, and somehow or other they were stopped. There were 7 gates leading to Vaikuntha. And even before this story goes, you know, in the 7th canto, in the 1st chapter, Parikshit Maharaj was asking Sukadev Goswami that seemingly the Lord is impartial. The Lord favors the demigods more than the demons. It's like when the demigods are being defeated by the demons, then Lord Vishnu will come into the rescue and he will also kill those demons. The Lord is not impartial. Oh, sorry. The Lord is not partial. The Lord is impartial. That means he is equal to everyone. That's the meaning of impartial. He's equal to everyone. And the example is given just like a teacher will teach all the students. However, he will teach more those who are doing their homework regularly, or those who are listening to the class more in depth than those who are naughty or not doing their homework. The teacher will spend more time to those who are like good students. Sometimes we've heard pet student, like that means favorite. But that doesn't mean that the teacher will not teach others who are not doing well, not doing their homework. And it says that because of this instance where when Shishupal was killed by Lord Krishna, because Shishupal is the envy personified, right from the very young age. Actually, at the time of birth, Shishupal's mother was astonished to see her son having so many hands, so many arms. And there was this voice saying that the first person who will have darshan or see your son will be the cause of his death. And the sign also is that when this person comes, then all the other arms will disappear and he will only have 2 arms. And Lord Krishna came. And the sign became true, that some of these arms of Shishupal disappeared. And also, in this way, the mother of Shishupal understood that this is the person. So she begged Lord Krishna not to kill her son, beloved son. And Krishna says, I will only be able to kill your son because this is your request. After the blasphemy and criticizing of Lord Krishna up to the hundredth time. So in the Rajasuya sacrifice of Maharaj Yudhisthira, he was feeling guilty after the battle of Kurukshetra. So many kings died, so he wants to atone, and he wished to perform this Rajasuya sacrifice so that he'll be able to appease the families of those soldiers and kings who left their body. So when Lord Krishna kills the demons, they also attain moksha. But the moksha that they attain is sayuja mukti, merging into the Brahman effulgence of the Supreme Lord. The Brahman effulgence is the light coming from the transcendental form of the Supreme Lord, this effulgence. And Prabhupada says also that the effulgence of the sun, coming from the sun, is a reflection coming from Brahma Jyoti. That's why in the spiritual world, there's no need of sunlight or moonlight or electricity. Everything is self-effulgent because of the effulgence coming from the Supreme Lord. So now Shishupal, he was blaspheming, criticizing, always finding faults in Lord Krishna. And in the Rajasuya sacrifice, the first thing that they have to do is to worship the topmost personality in the assembly. And everyone is saying, yes, we should have Lord Krishna. Even Nakula and Sahadev saying that, yes, Lord Krishna should be the first one. But then, eventually, Shishupal came and says, no, he's not worthy of being the first person to be worshipped because we don't even know who is he. We don't know. Is he a Vaishya because he grew up in a rural area of Vrindavan? Is he a Satriya? We don't know which Varna he belongs to. This is indirectly glorifying Lord Krishna, according to the Acharyas. Yes, Krishna doesn't belong to any Varna or ashram. He is transcendental. He's beyond all of this material designation. So everyone was so upset to Shishupal. And what happens that Lord Krishna, to mitigate this and to fulfill the promise that only up to 100 times that he is not going to be spared. So Lord Krishna, with his Sudarshan Chakra, the Lord has 4 items in his forearms, 2 for the devotees and 2 for the demons. The club and the chakra for the demons, and the shank or the conch, and the padma, lotus flower, for the devotees. So he cast his chakra, and immediately Shishupal's head was cut off. And amazingly enough, there's not even a single drop of blood spilled from the head of Shishupal. Because if one drop, even micro, 15 micro drop of this blood that will be spilt into the arena, then the whole thing will be spoiled. It will not be successful and they have to redo it again. And it costs a lot of wealth to do this Rajasuya sacrifice. So, and they saw light coming from the body of Shishupal merge into the body of Lord Krishna. So in the beginning, because Shishupal is Jai, remember that story of Jai and Vijay. So again, it went back again to the four Kumaras now. They were cursed by the four Kumaras, the first living beings created by Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma is the first jiva in our universe, but there are practically unlimited jivas. And Lord Brahma was again surprised when he went to see Lord Krishna in Dwarka, because he thought he was the only Lord Brahma that when he wished to enter, he was stopped by the Chowkidars also and saying, who are you? Then he says, I'm Brahma. So he went back. The Chowkidars security went to see Lord Krishna. And he says, there is one Brahma who wants to see you. But then Lord Krishna says, ask him, whose Brahma is he? So when the Chowkidar security asked him, the Lord is asking, whose Brahma are you? And he was surprised. What do you mean by whose Brahma am I? I am the only Lord Brahma. But in any case, I am the father of the four Kumaras, the first living beings, after Lord Brahma. So these four Kumaras, they look like 5-year-old boys. Kumara means boy, boys. And the reason why they look like very young is because they are celibate right from the very beginning. Even though they're millions and millions of years old, the Kumaras looks young boy. Because when they were ordered by their father to procreate, to spread the population, they refuse. They says, no, we don't want that. No way. Prabhupada says in the purport, this is the only instruction that a disciple may not want to follow. If the guru says so, that you should be a grihastha, a disciple can refuse and say no, and it is bona fide. This is from the story. This is story. Of course, the spiritual master, when he says that you should get married, we should follow. We should follow. That means inevitable that we should get married. But one can say no. So when they wanted to enter, they wished to enter the seventh gate. They already passed. They're Brahmabadis. Brahmabadis means they realize the Brahman feature of the Supreme Lord. Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavan iti sabjate. This is the Supreme Absolute Truth. He has 3 aspects. So they're not devotees yet. But after seeing the Supreme Lord and also just like Dhruva Maharaj, after smelling the tulsi leaves and seeing the Supreme Lord, even though Dhruva Maharaj, he wants material benefit, but after having darshan of the Lord, based from Narad Muni's instruction to chant the names of the Lord, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, he had darshan. So the Lord now actually is watching everything. Lord Narayan. And when they were stopped by the 2 security guards, Jai and Vijay, the Charkumara says, "You are very impudent, very arrogant. Your service actually is just to guard if there are any intruders here. But we're not intruders. You do not know who we are." So they curse this giant Vijay for not letting them in to take birth in the material world. And after some time, return to their service. So Lord Narayan, he was actually knowing, all-knowing, omniscient. Omniscient means all-knowing. So he came out from his chambers and just asking what's going on, even though he knew already what's going on. And therefore, the Charkumara says that this is like this. This is how they're behaving, your servants. So Lord Narayan took the responsibility of from the what behavior they are expressing, or what they're doing, the behaviors of Giant Vijay. And he asked the Charkumaras what he wished them to do. I will follow because I take full responsibility. So you must have heard already when I gave this class also in Ireland that the spiritual master is responsible for the actions of his disciples. That the disciples must be very careful because their behavior, their attitude reflects the spiritual master. If the disciples will make some blunders or some offense or something which is not proper, they will immediately ask, whose disciple is he? Whose disciple is he? Who's the spiritual master? That's why Srila Prabhupada also very carefully tried to trained up his disciples, especially when they go to India, that their mannerism, their activities are being watched. And if they will do something which is not proper, according to Vedic culture, then they will criticize, oh, this is disciples of A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. So he took the responsibility. So he asked the Charkumaras, what do you want them to do for us, like for an atonement for their actions? And the Charkumara says that they may take birth 3 times as demons in the material world or 7 times as devotees. So Lord Narayan gave choice to Jai and Vijay what to do. Which one you want to do? And so they talked with each other and decided that they will take birth as demons 3 times to be reinstated immediately back to their service. So they don't mind. And there are 2 stories also how this happened in some Puranas. I believe one is Skanda Purana, saying that one time Lakshmi Devi decided to go out for some reason or another, to go out and from the Vaikuntha Loka. And then when she wanted to return, Jai and Vijay forbade her to return. So why she would be stopped also? She's an eternal associate of Lord Narayan. Lakshmi Narayan, always together. She's always massaging the lotus feet of Lord Narayan. And another story is that one time Jai and Vijay, they were talking, well, we have never seen our master fight any demons. This is very strange. We knew that he's always protecting his devotees, but we never heard. So while they're talking like this, Lord Narayan was listening. And now to fulfill that, because they want to see, Jai and Bijay wanted to see Lord Narayan to have like a fight with demons. But then, which demon can fight Lord Narayan without having this feeling that they're equal with Lord Narayan? So, to fulfill that desire to see that pastime, so Lord Narayan made an arrangement in such a way that the Charkumaras will come. So now, in the very beginning also of the creation, these two demons took birth as the sons of Diti, yes, Diti and Kashyapa. We've heard that story again in the Shrimad Bhagavatam. Kashyapa Muni, he was doing meditation, and Diti became enamored by lusty desires to enjoy with Kashyapa Muni, that she disturbed his meditation because she became agitated, and because Diti was serving nicely Kashyapa Muni, then he doesn't have any other choice, even though he told her that this is not the right moment. This is the day and night. The day is almost over and the night is starting to come. This is not very auspicious because this is the time when Lord Shiva and different associates of the Supreme, the Lord of ignorance, the Lord of darkness. Even though Lord Shiva is transcendental, he is still the predominating deity of the mode of ignorance. So many of his servants and associates are traveling at that time, and it's not very auspicious to have a child for procreation. But nevertheless, Kashyapa Muni, he gave in, and then the result of this is that Diti gave birth to two demons, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. Prabhupada says Hiranyakashipu, gold and soft bed. Hiranyaksha means gold. He is very fond of gold. Also, Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha, both. They're fond of wealth or comfort, soft bed. Hiranyakashipu. So, Hiranyaksha, he wanted to exhibit his fighting spirit, and he is challenging all the demigods to fight with him. And all the demigods, they're all afraid of Hiranyaksha. So now, to create a situation whereby he knew ultimately that only Lord Vishnu will be my enemy, so he disturbed the orbit of the planet Earth, and planet Earth fell into the nether region. Nether region, the bottom of our universe. Our universe is filled up half of water. It's called Garbhodak Ocean. This is where Lord Garbhodakashayi Vishnu is lying down, and this is where from his abdomen the lotus flower with a very long lotus stem manifests, the birthplace of Lord Brahma. So now, who else can save, who else can rescue planet Earth in this considered to be hellish place, considered to be very filthy place, at the bottom of the Garbhodak Ocean? That none other than the Supreme Lord. But then, which form will he appear? We've seen, like in India, the hogs or the pigs in action. I'm sure you've seen them in Brindavan or some other places. They will go and play in the dirty place or muddy area. So the Lord assumed the form of a boar or a hog with tusks like this. And he was very, 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 very beautiful. Not just the same as the dirty pigs or hogs that we've seen in the street of India. No, very, very, very beautiful. It says in the Bhagavatam there are two manifestations of the boar incarnation. One is Sweta or whitish, and one is reddish color. So in the beginning, the whitish color appeared to rescue, and Hiranyaksha saw this. Again, different kalpa, different color, and the boar incarnation, when he lifted the planet Earth, and because he was stopped, so he has to put planet Earth somewhere first, and then the fighting begins. They're fought for many, many thousands of years, and eventually, the boar incarnation of the Supreme Lord won, became victorious. So now all the family members of Hiranyakashipu, they were all grief-stricken. They're all lamenting. They cannot take it that Hiranyaksha was killed by Varaha, the boar incarnation of the Supreme Lord. And Hiranyakashipu, actually, he knew the Vedas. He knew the science of the soul. He knew that we're not this body. He knew that the soul is eternal. So he was telling this to the family members that actually Hiranyaksha, his body may perish, but the soul goes on, just to appease them. So he told the story again in one of the Puranas, the story of this bird, Kalinga bird, having been captured by the hunter, and everyone got captured because of the family attraction. So he was saying that don't be attached to the family. It's amazing how Hiranyakashipu knows this philosophy that the family is the greatest bondage in this world. So ultimately now, Hiranyakashipu, to avenge the death of his brother, he wanted himself to become immortal. This is where the story became very, very interesting, because he wanted to become immortal. So he went to the Mandara mountain and performed austerities that it is impossible to do. He is the king of demons, so he is very determined and is very motivated to fulfill and achieve his desire to be immortal, to become immortal. So he was standing on his toes, 2 toes, and his arms are raised up, and his face also, eyes looking up in the sky. Now, meanwhile, while he was doing this meditation or tapasya, austerity, there are two types of austerity. It's like during Ekadasi, we also perform tapasya or austerity to increase our love for Krishna. Others, they perform austerities for material benefits, specifically aimed for their own good, material benefits. So demons, they will perform tapasya And then the demigods, like Lord Brahma, will fulfill their desires, or they'll be given benediction, or sometimes Lord Shiva will give benedictions or boon to the demons. So now, while this is going on, the demigods, they took over. They took over the post of Hiranyakashipu. There's an eternal fight between the demons and the demigods. Prabhupada says the demigods, they have pleasure. They attain a sense of pleasure which is very, very high, that even the planet Earth cannot be equal to. Planet Earth cannot have, we don't have the same sense pleasures here in the earthly planet. They have higher sense of pleasures, or so-called happiness, in the heavenly planets. But the demons, they have better or higher sense of pleasures than the demigods, because the demigods, sometimes their pleasure will be interrupted when the demons will come and fight with them. But the demons, they have longer duration of pleasure, because the demigods usually don't bother or don't fight. They don't escalate, or they don't want to take the position of the demons. But this is rare, because they knew that the king of demons, Hiranyakashipu, is up in the Mandara mountain, that they'll be able to defeat the demons. Especially King Indra himself came with other demigods, and then when they saw Kayadu, when they saw the wife of Hiranyakashipu, she was there in the kingdom or palace of Hiranyakashipu. They decided to take her because they found out that she was pregnant, and they concluded that this child of Hiranyakashipu will be also a great demon, maybe better demon than Hiranyakashipu. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, Narad Muni came. Now, this is Narad Muni's position. He's always there at the right time, the right cause, and the right place whenever it's needed. He can go back and forth anywhere, even up to Vaikunta, without passport or visa. So when he came, he says, "What are you doing?" Indra says, "Oh, we're going to take her with us. And when the due course of time that she will give birth to the child, we will kill the child." But then Narad Muni says, "No, you are mistaken. You don't know that this woman is sinless, first of all. And this child within the womb of Kayadu is not an ordinary person. He's a Mahabhagavat. He's a topmost devotee of the Supreme Lord." It's like we've heard from the scriptures, there are 12 Mahajans, Swayambhu, Narado, Shambhu, Komara, Kapilo, Mano, Pralado, Janako, Bhishmo, Balir, Bayasaki, Bayam. 12 Mahajans. Mahajans means they are the authorities of Dharma, of religion. And Prahlad Maharaj is very, very exalted personality. So Narad Muni will be able to convince, and the demigods listen to Narad Muni to bring her to his ashram. And while she was there, she was serving menially Narad Muni, and in reciprocation for her service towards Narad Muni, towards himself, then he started to expound and he started to tell about Bhagavat Katha, Bhagavat Dharma. And while Prahlad Maharaj was in the womb of his mother, he was able to hear all of these teachings. That when Lord Brahma came now, because the demigods, they were very, very frightened. There is some fire emanating from the head of Hiranyakashipu, that the heat is being spread all over the universe. They're feeling suffocated, and because of the weight of Hiranyakashipu became so heavy just by being standing on the toes, his two toes, the earth, the whole universe, not just the earth, the whole universe started to shake. So now, Lord Brahma was approached by the demigods, and he went to Mandara mountain. And first, when he went there along with some other demigods, they cannot find where is Hiranyakashipu. Now, Lord Brahma figured out that there was an ant hill. Because of austerities for a long time, 100 celestial years. 100 celestial years means that's a long time. It's a long time. Because their one day is 6 months to us. They call it 6 months. And so he figured out this anthill must be where Hiranyakashipu is. His body, his flesh, everything has already been eaten by earthworms, by ants and some other parasites. So in order to revive the body, the physical presence of Hiranyakashipu, then Lord Brahma poured some of this holy water. And lo and behold, Hiranyakashipu appeared. And he was so effulgent, like molten gold, his body, that he is so effulgent, so shining. It's like a sun, the brightness of the sun. So again, to give boons usually is like this. Whenever one performs some tapasya and to appease that person, is always getting some boon given by the demigods. So Lord Brahma, first, when Hiranyakashipu saw Lord Brahma, he offered his obeisances to Lord Brahma. He was flattering him. He was saying, you're the Lord of the universe. I offer my humble obeisances unto you. He flatters him so much. I remember what Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says. Yes? One who flatters you is your enemy. One who criticizes you, he is your friend. So be careful. The flatterers, usually they want something from you. They just flatter you to make you feel good. But the criticizers, they could be genuine friends, because if they're telling the truth, then there's always room for improvement. So he asked for boon. Yes, that I would like to become immortal. But Lord Brahma says, no way, I cannot do that. I cannot give you what I don't have. I am also mortal. I have to die. So he wanted to trick now Lord Brahma. Hiranyakashipu is very cunning. That I may not die, whether in the land or in the air. That I may not die, whether it is daytime or nighttime. That I may not die with any weapon, man-made weapon. that I may not die other by the cause of demigods or man or animal. So he's giving these conditions, and whenever Hiranyakashipu will ask, he says, Tatastu, Tatastu, so be it, because he does not have any other choice but to give this boon. Otherwise, his life will be also in danger. So now, he received all those boons. He returned back to his kingdom. Then when he returned back to his kingdom, he terrorized the whole universe. He terrorized the whole universe. Then all the demigods became his servants, except Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva. Now he saw the sun. First time he saw the sun. 5-year-old son now. Prahlad Maharaj, saintly personality. And he want Prahlad Maharaj to be a better demon than him. He wants him to be a good demon, actually, because he knew that he will be his successor. He understood that he will be the one who will succeed after him, and he'll be the next king. So he created a Gurukul. A Gurukul is a place of school of the spiritual master that you learn in the Gurukul two things, two ways, either to be a good devotee, and the other Gurukul is to be a good demon. So he wants his son to grow up to be a better demon than him, who will know politics, diplomacy, how to divide and rule, how to be a good cheater, how to be untruthful, how to be unkind, all the negative things, opposite of a demigod. And the sons of Sukracharya, he is the priest of the demons. Sanda and Amarka, they were deputed to teach school masters, school teachers, along with the other sons of the demons. And again, see, Prahlad Maharaj, he remembers all of these things from the womb of his mother, while Narad Muni was narrating Bhagavad Katha, Hari Katha, that Hiranyakashipu wanted his son to go to this school. We've been to this school of Prahlad Maharaj in Ahobilam. How many of you have been to Ahobilam? You know where is Ahobilam? I've seen a video of Amrita Gaurangi and Prabhuji. They were there recently. Is that correct, Amrita Mataji?
Yes, Maharaj, that's right.
I was so afraid to go on the top where Lord Nrsimhadev appeared. That stamba. It was so steep. Oh, I'm afraid of heights. Nevertheless, we went to this. In Ahobilam is a very, very mystical place, the mountain, where in a different kalpa, Lord Nrsimhadev appears in different places of the universe. So Lord Nrsimhadev appeared later on to fulfill the words of his devotees. When Prahlad Maharaj was asked by Lord Hiranyakashipu, where is your God? But in the meantime, before that, he was asked, just like every parent, or father or mother, the first day of school, the child, after coming from school, they will ask the child what Hiranyakashipu did after that. Coming from school, he put Prahlad Maharaj on his lap and smell his hair, smell his head, I'm sure the Grihastas also did this one time or another. They asked, "My dear child, what have you learned? What is the best thing you have learned in school today?" So every child must have learned something from the first day in school or after some time. But Prahlad Maharaj's reply is that um, why waste your time? You should give up and become detached from this material world. Give up this enjoying propensity to enjoy the material energy. The main purpose of human form of life is to get out and go to the forest and perform austerity to realize the supreme absolute truth. So Hiranyakashipu was laughing. He was smiling. It was this what kind of knowledge they teach you in school? So he called Sanda and Amarka and asked him, "Is this what you're teaching?" No, 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 no. We've never taught like this in the school. So Hiranyakashipu, he concluded that there must be some Vaishnava spies inside, infiltrating the school and teaching the students, the other sons of the demons, to learn about Lord Vishnu, the goal of life, which is to get out and go back to the spiritual world. This is not proper. So you be very vigilant. You better tell others that to guard very, very strictly the Gurukul. So he told Sanda and Marka, okay, you please teach my son very, very strongly to be a very good demon. Okay. So Sanda and Marka says, promise, yes, yes, we'll do. We'll do, master. Then after some day, he asked again. He asked again his son, Prahlad Maharaj, Hiranyakashipu asked his son, "My dear child, what is the best thing you have learned in school today?" And then his reply was 7th Canto, Chapter 5, Text 23 and 24. That Navadi Bhakti, 9 processes of devotional service. Savanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Bandhanam, Archanam, Dasyam, Shakyam, Atmanivedanam. This process, 9 processes of devotional service, is the way how we can purify ourselves and please Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna. So he became so infuriated. He was so upset. He was so angry that he pushed Prahlad Maharaj from his lap, away from his lap. And he told his servants to punish Prahlad Maharaj. They threw him from a mountain. They put him in a pit of snakes and scorpions and other very, very venomous entities. They put him in a boiling oil. They push their trishul to his body. They gave him poison. Everything to kill him. They put him where the elephant will crush him, but he was protected. He was scot-free. There's no one mark from his body that he was feeling pain or inflicted by so much injury. Nothing. Untouched. That eventually he himself wanted to kill his own son. That in the end, when he asked, "Where is your God? Who is the source? Who is the source of your power?" And he says, "The same source of your power, the Supreme Lord." And then when he asked, where is your God? Is he here? Is he here? And Prahlad Maharaj says, yes, he's everywhere. Then eventually when he asked, is he in this pillar? Then Prahlad Maharaj says, yes, he's also inside the pillar. within the pillar, and then he smashed with his hands the pillar. And ultimately, the Lord came, roaring very angrily because he was trying to harm his devotee. Lord Nisinghadev, the half man, half lion, appeared to protect his devotees. So they were fighting for some time. He actually, Lord Nisinghadev appeared like midday. But then they're fighting for some time, and eventually Hiranyakashipu was killed uh, on the dusk. Dusk, just like the time when day is over and the night is starting to begin. So yes, all the boons were fulfilled that he should not die either in the land or in the air, but he died on the lap of the Lord, or neither inside or outside, but right there in the middle of the door, or no animal or man or demigod. Yes, because the Supreme Lord has killed him. And yes, what's that again? Um, neither day or night, twilight, yeah, or dusk, neither no weapons, but he was killed by the claws of Lord Nisinghadev. So it was fulfilled, all of the boons. Later on, Brahma realized his mistake to give boons like that, and he promised the Lord Vishnu that I will not give any more boons like that in the future. He learned his lesson. So while Lord Nisinghadev was really so much in anger, no one can get close to him. No one can get close to him. And eventually, he was pushed by Lord Brahma to please go, and you are the only one who can appease the Lord. So he is fearless. He knew that, there is nothing that I can be fear of the Lord. He is the Lord of my heart, and therefore I can go closer to him. So he went, and then somehow the Lord became appeased, and he asked again to give. He wants to give a boon to Prahlad Maharaj, and he asked Prahlad Maharaj, "What do you wish to have?" And then Prahlad Maharaj says, "I don't want anything, because if I ask something from you, it is just like a business transaction, that I will do something for you and that I'm expecting something in return. This is like business transaction. Bhakti doesn't have any, we're not expecting anything for our service. Our expectation is just to continuously engage the Lord till our last breath. This is our wish." So Prahlad Maharaj eventually was convinced by Lord Nisinghadev to ask the boon, and Lord Nisinghadev heard from Prahlad Maharaj very, very astonishing that that may everyone in the universe be saved, including my father. Even though my father wished to kill me, no, he needed the most. So it was amazing. This is the heart of the devotee. He doesn't have any enemies. Even the ones who consider to be an enemy of his, the devotee will not see it in that way. That he says that when an enemy comes to a devotee's house, then that enemy will not feel that he is an enemy of that devotee, the way he will be treated. So it's a very long story. I tried my best to do it. There's so many things more to learn, and I wish you all a very happy Nisingha Chaturdasi. May Lord Nisinghadev, just like by his mercy, he took all the impurities of Hiranyakashipu by bifurcating his chest and taking everything, all the anartas. This is the meaning of merciful Nisinghadev, Jwala Nisinghadev, just before Hiranyakashipu was killed. He became purified. So may Lord Nisinghadev purifies our heart. I know myself, I still have so many unwanted desires, anartas to be purified, and by the mercy of Lord Nisinghadev, Prahlad Maharaj, hopefully one day I'll be able to become purified and serve our spiritual master wholeheartedly, without any condition, unconditionally, for my own benefit and benefit of others. I will stop here now. I'm late for the I'm late for the next appointment. It's supposed to be 4 o'clock. And now it's only 4 o'clock. Do you have any question I can ask you? Just one question or comments or reflection? Haribol, Rupanuga Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Rupanuga's hands is there first.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my obeisances. Thank you so much for a wonderful
Oh.
class. Just one curiosity.
Hmm.
Normally, when we celebrate the appearance day of the Lord,
Hmm.
break our fast at the time of his appearance. So, Ram Navami at noon, Janmashtami
Yeah.
at night,
Yeah.
Gaur Purnima at the moonrise. But
Hmm.
Nrsimhadev appeared at noon time, but we celebrate fast at dusk when he basically liberated.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Why did that change?
Because it is considered to be the victorious moment, the victory. Ultimately, because the principles of Dharma came into order. So it's like a victory for us. Ram Navami, we don't fast till moonrise.
No,
We
till
fast
noon.
till noon because we celebrate the opening of the Krishna Balaram Mandir. Prabhupada has told us that. So, but Lord Nisinghdev's appearance should be observed fasting till dark, till
Dusk, yeah.
moonrise. So, in America, moon will rise sometime during the middle of the afternoon, but the proper way is that when it gets dark, like 6 p.m. or 7 p.m., something like that.
Actually, Maharaj, dusk, which I think this time's at 9 p.m.
9 p.m. But no, don't
In
fast that.
Toronto.
Don't fast that long. Fast up till like Gora Arctic.
Oh,
That's okay. That's okay.
so not until dusk.
Dusk is like, then if you can, go ahead, 9 o'clock. But then we have guests. Sometimes because of the guests, we will do adjust something.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
But
Thank you.
there's no problem if you do it after Gora Arctic. That's
Okay.
considered to be also the time when you will do it. Otherwise, everything will be delayed 9 p.m.
Mhm.
And then the next day there's work. Sometimes in the West, you observe also, um, is it right? Sometimes like that. But this is okay if you do it like after Gora Arctic, like a Sunday feast program. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Maharaj.
Okay. Shall I say Hare Krishna now and see you later on? Because I have another program.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Thank you all.
Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you all for your kind
Maharaj.
Krishna
attention.
Maharaj. Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Everyone
Hare
pranam.
Krishna Maharaj. Thank you so much for the safe travels, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna
See
Maharaj.
you soon. See you all soon. Toronto first.
Haribol.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Hare Krishna. Dhanabats. Hare Krishna.
Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyev cha patitanam pavnavebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo
Namo
namaha.
Namaha.
Hare
Guru
Hare.
Maharaj Jai. Srila Prabhupada